Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Reverse Engineered. I'm John, and in today's episode we are going to weld back the apron. Stay tuned. We finally got the replacement part. Here it is. So before it goes in on the car, we'll have to still trim it. There's still some excess parts on it. We'll have to get this part off, this one in the back, and also on this side, as you can see, we'll have to cut it around here and cut this back part somewhere over there, because when we put it back we will have to fit it like a puzzle.
To give you a perspective on how the new part looks, here's a comparison of a side-by-side of the new part and the old part. Before we start fitting in the new part, we need to grind off all these spot welds on this side and also here on this strut tower. We also have to remove this piece here. That's the piece from the bracket, from the headlight bracket that we cut off. It was spot welded here in the front, and also it was welded here in the back, but we still have to finish cutting all the welds. Alright, as you see, they're all nice and flat. This side as well. Maybe you have to hammer it down a bit right here. Now it's nice and straight. It's right here. Now we gotta start working on the apron.
Now let's move on to get the excessive piece off. The reason why we drilled these small holes is because we want to create a pilot hole for the spot weld cutter. Because whenever we want to use it, this pretty much stays in the hole and does not wobble around. It centers the hole pretty much for the spot welder.
Because when it wobbles, the teeth on this spot welder breaks off.
Alright, so the excessive piece is finally off. We'll see how to grind it off with the grinder. Before we fit this, we will still have to pull the side out because it's a little bit mangled, but after that, we'll see how it looks. The reason we're gonna put this between the teeth of the clamp is because we don't want them to actually clash against each other. That way we kind of protect them.
Looks like we have to tighten it a little more. When the human strength fails, you have to bring the big boy in. So easy. Took it off so easy. Too easy.
Two guys couldn't do it.
Milwaukee's got the best tools.
Hey Milwaukee, I hope you sponsor us one day.
So as you can see, we have pretty much 3 layers on this apron. We have to weld this part first. Of course, we also have to cut it somewhere over here. And then after we cut it, we have to weld this first piece and then weld the second one and then the third one.
So it's pretty much like a puzzle, because you cannot work from behind. You only can work from the front, and that way we had to take the first one off, second one, and then the third one. That's pretty much it.
We are finally finished with cutting the apron on this side. We've cut it in layers so it fits perfect when we put it back in. We've also prepped this side here. We've grinded down all these higher spot welds there and in that side. John put that apron on and see how it fits.
Here you go.
Yeah, like I was saying here, this fits just right. And then when we weld this back, we're gonna weld this back piece first, and then we'll layer it back in. Here,
This
put
one
that
goes
on.
in first,
That goes in the middle,
and then this one on top,
and the other one goes on top.
right in between.
Let me from
Like
this
that.
other side. So that's how it looks from this angle. Everything is perfect. We got it to fit here. Now, before we start welding, we still have to grind off the pin here so that the weld has a good penetration. And we're gonna do that here on all these spot welds. Here at the top, grind the pin off, and here on the back. And also down here as well, grind them off.
This is what we're using to prep for welding.
Right now we are fastening the apron back into its place, and the next step is to start welding.
Putting on equipment. Well, here goes the last piece.
Alright, so we have finished welding the apron in its position. It's stronger than ever, and right now we have to get back at it again and start grinding off all the welds and prep it for paint. The welder that we are using is a 220 welder, and it's not that great, but we got the job done with it, and in the near future we are looking to replace it. Also, in the next episode we are going to be fitting all the body parts on the vehicle and checking for those body lines. Stay tuned for that.
Alright everyone, as this episode is getting way too long, we're gonna end this video here. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of what you thought of this episode. Also follow us on Instagram at ReverseEngineered1. See you next time.